everybody. I was just putting my phone down. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It's your girl Angie. And you know what time it is. It is time for Stella. Now, I've been doing reviews all night, so I done already broke my bottle open. So it's good. This is the new flavor, the Stella Berry. This is so good. It's kind of like a grape plum flavor, but I'm gonna rock with this tonight. They didn't have my favorite, the black cherry, so I said I'll rock with Stella Berry. How y'all doing this evening? Thank you all for joining me on a Thursday. Hey Zuda, hey Eric. I know old Stella is our Friday night wind down into the weekend show, but I couldn't skip a week. So I pushed it to Thursday because tomorrow I'm going to be in Vegas. And so let's just have a good time. If you have to get this on the rewatch, I understand. Please get in the comments if you can't get in the live chat and let me know what you feel about all the topics at hand, all the news and gossip, Survivor. We're doing Big Brother tonight. We're going to take a break from the challenge. And just get in the comments and let me know what you think if you couldn't get over to the chat tonight. But let's jump right in and get started. You know what we're going to start with. I got to get my graphics in order. Let me go. We're going to start with the news and gossip. But guess what? I got this off of Twitter and Instagram, so you ain't heard it from me. If it ain't true, it's allegedly. You know. I love that. Yeah. But up first, let's go to the first. I just saw this story like 10 minutes ago because we've been waiting for this. You know, I'm going to review it. Y'all, the dog is barking at the door. Hold on, let me let him in, and then we'll get to talking. His ass always want to come in the room after I done get situated. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. The dog was going to start barking, so I had to let him in. But this just came up. We've been talking about this a few weeks ago. The Real World New Orleans homecoming. The premiere is going to be in April, which hell, tomorrow, April 1st. So that means it's coming out really, 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 really soon. I'm assuming this is a recent picture of the cast. Julie looks good. Julie looks really good. She used to look like a soccer mom. She looks amazing. I don't see the black guy. Is the black guy the one with the blue wristbands and headbands? The one who was singing "Come On Be My Baby Tonight"? This is the old picture of the cast. They look completely different. Like, are those the same people? They look completely different. But I don't see the black guy there because he ain't. I mean, we'll see. But April, they didn't say the exact date, but we shall see. Did I hear that a lot of the Big Brother 23 people on the CBS challenge is unfollowing each other? Yes, I did. All on Twitter. DX, Xavier, Alyssa, Aza. I saw it. Hey, Carly. I didn't want to talk about it because I feel like people on Twitter are putting up spoilers about the challenge CBS in subliminals. Like, oh, so-and-so and so-and-so stop unfollowing each other. Oh, it don't look like it's no cookout this season. Like they're putting subliminals out there on Twitter, which I feel like if you really read into it, they're spoilers. So I try to skip those tweets. Like when I see it, I keep scrolling because I don't want to be spoiled. But Zuda, I did see it. And interesting is all I have to say. I can't wait to watch. Yeah, that's a recent picture of them, Eric. You're starting to really like New Orleans a lot now. Well, the place in season 24. Now, you said that's the black guy. You lied to me, Eric. Let me go back and let's look at it again. Now, that's David, the dark-skinned black guy in the back who was singing Come On and Be My Baby Tonight. You telling me the guy sitting in the chair with the headbands, the light-skinned guy, is David today? I mean, I guess. I guess. Let me look up close. It don't look at like, was he bleaching? Or maybe he got too much flash. Maybe I'm not gonna jump to bleaching. I don't wanna allegedly put nothing out there on nobody. But he was dark skinned right here. And he light skinned right here. I'm gonna say it's lighting. It's lighting. I just don't want to hear that Come On Be My Baby Tonight. Leave that song back in the 90s, whenever the show came on originally. But okay, but yes. I was going to put some of those tweets up for news and gossip, but I was like, Angie, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So I saw the tweets, but I'm not going to report the tweets because it might ruin the show for some people. What are we going to get into next? Did I have any more news and gossip? Oh, y'all all know about the slap heard around the world. This tweet was funny to me. Now, y'all know in real world Seattle, Irene got slapped by old boy. I don't forgot his name already. Irene was like, message to Chris Rock from Irene, real world Seattle. It gets better. I'm happy she could joke about it now. That has been decades ago. She's a good sport for being able to joke about it now, but she did take her a slap back in the day too. But that was just funny to me. Right, Irene. Dabu, you don't remember these people from New Orleans? I'm gonna tell you what to watch if that person's channel is still up. The Challenge 2K TV. I might have said it wrong. That season when we did a rewatch of Battle of the Sexes, all the New Orleans people are on that season of the challenge. And so that helped me get familiar with the drama and the people from New Orleans. But again, once they put that Come On Be My Baby Tonight, that song rang in my head. I'm mad I kind of read that because I feel like that shit gonna be singing in my head for a while. But let's move on. Let's get into our next segment. No, not game time. Not game time. Not game time. I only got this little stylus and I be hitting the wrong buttons. It's time for the great debate. Let's get into our debate of the night. And these are a couple of tweets I saw. And I just want to talk about them. Definitely get ready in the chat, in the comments. Let me know what you think. Somebody said, Too Much Challenge said, these four are the Mount Rushmore of the challenge. And that's Bananas, CT, West, and Cara. Do you agree or do you disagree? Put it in the chat. If you agree, just say agree. If you disagree, tell me who you swapping. A part of me feels like Darrell should be up there because he's a 6-time champ, but he's an old school champ. And I feel like this is the Mount Rushmore of the new school challenge, more current winners. But I would definitely swap out maybe West for Darrell. Yeah, that's what I mean. I like West. But I think Darrell deserves, if we're going to put a Mount Rushmore up there, I would want Darrell up there. And I would swap out West. As far as the females, when it comes to wins, eliminations, the amount of seasons, Cara deserves to be up there, but I don't think she's the strongest female. But when we go by record, Cara can stay. Just for record purposes alone. Let's see what we're talking about in the chat. Not with all four. CT is a yes. So who we swapping, Eric? Because it seemed like the only one you say people love or hate Bananas. Bananas is the face of the challenge, and you got to put them up. You have to put them up there. Love or hate. Zuda, you agree? They're all great players. When all these four played, the show was doing great. I agree. Pay Bananas what you need to pay him so he could come back. Put Carly on. I said put Carly on the show. Put Carly on the show so Cara could come back. CT can go ahead and sit down and make his movies. I don't think Wes is really interested, but bring Bananas and Cara back. Zuda, you agree with all of them? They're the most recognizable. I feel like Darrell is recognizable. I don't know. Hey, I kind of like these four, but I'm okay with Wes for Darrell. I feel like people don't recognize Darrell now because he's an old school champ. And he hasn't been doing too great in the new school. But Eric, you said Wes and Cara could go. I agree. Like, I think Laurel is a better competitor than Cara, but Laurel doesn't have the record that Cara has. Let's see. I mean, I feel like Wes is a huge appearance on his first seasons, plus elimination wins, plus him being known for messing with people's mentality. Yeah, he is a good politicker. He should be up there. I'm going to agree with you, Zuda. That's kind of a hard forward. At face value, I agree. But I just feel like Darrell should be up there too. But let's move on to our next debate question so we can hurry up and get into Survivor and Big Brother. I'm going to save one of these debates for next week. This is about Are You the One? Now, the question is, who's your favorite challenger that came from Are You the One? And I feel like that question is way too easy because we all going to pick Cam. We all going to pick Cam, right? So let's put our favorite three to make it a little bit harder. For me, my favorite, this ain't got to do with who got the most wins and none of this. This is just who I like to see on my TV screen. I like Cam, Hunter, and Nelson. Those are the three that I like to see on my TV screen. Who y'all got? Your three. I knew everybody was going to say Cam. Zuda got Cam. Oh. Cam, Nelson, and Amanda. I ain't got to see Amanda. I don't dislike Amanda. Oh, she's a good pick. I would pick Amanda over that whole bottom row and that whole right side. So I forgot about Brittany. Wait, I skipped one. Top three, Cam, Brittany, and I guess Nelson. I forgot about Brittany. She is entertaining. She ain't gonna do too much, but she's entertaining. Oh, you would take Wes out and put Jordan in. That's the last slide, but I don't know about Jordan. But that was the last slide. Cam and Nelson for sure. Agreed. Stormy, you said Cam and Nelson, and the third is still vacant. You're not a Hunter fan? I like Hunter. I like the Homeboy Alliance. Where did Corey come from? I guess Corey was on The Real World. That's where Corey came from. I like the Homeboy Alliance. But that's it. Y'all only have an hour to talk, so y'all know I love to talk, especially when I have my Stella Rose. But I still have work to do. I still have not put the first item of clothing in a suitcase. I ain't put the first makeup brush in my makeup bag. I'm the queen of procrastination. The queen. But it'll get done. It'll get done. Let's go into Survivor Talk. Did y'all watch last night? I normally don't talk about Survivor the very next day, but it was an alright episode. I ain't gonna give it too much. You know, Survivor be working my last nerve. He was hypocritical and narcissistic. Who isn't on that show? We'll see. I want to start with this, Jonathan. Jonathan has become my favorite player. And it was hard this season because I really don't like nobody. I really don't care for anyone. But Jonathan, the way he beats these challenges is amazing to me. His humbleness, like he doesn't walk around like I'm all that and you should be grateful for me. Like he's so humble. He's so likable. His little family montage made me feel for him like, oh, you and your brother have to race and then run up and down the hill 3 times if you lost. Oh, his dad reminds me when he was talking about, and I like how he said, everyone knows I'm big, so I need to use it. I want them to see that my services is here for them to use. I like him because usually the big, strong guys be like, they dominate the season, they talk trash, and they look down on everyone. And he's a likable person. And what I think is unfair, put it in the chat. Why do they only have one big, strong person this season that is clearly a target to go as soon as the merge hits and he loses individual immunity? Like he talking about, I can be a meat shield for you all. A meat shield for who? There's no other meats out here. I feel like once they get Jonathan out, it's anybody's game. If there's ever a season for someone to win every individual immunity challenge, I hope he does it. Because I like him. I really do. Do you all like Jonathan? Jeff loves Jonathan. Okay, let's see. Stormy, you watch. You ready for Daniel to go? Let's just jump right into Daniel. I'm going to get into everybody else's comments. Daniel comes back at the tribal council and tell everybody, look, I'm tired. We done walked our ass through this forest, this jungle. I want to go to sleep. No disrespect. We could talk about it in the morning. I'm like, sir, you done caused all this confusion and you don't want to talk. Okay. But then Chanel checked him. He was like, well, you ain't got to say nothing. Let me go ahead and talk. And Chanel gave her point of view. Chanel and Daniel are in that same boat. Chanel, you can't be trusted because you told everybody you went up that mountain and you didn't risk your vote, but you did and lost your vote. So you lied. You can't be trusted. And you risked your vote for what? When you already knew Mike ain't have no vote. And then you threw Mike under the... When Mike was like, hold up. We talking about too much right now because Chanel was like, well, see, Daniel had already told me that Mike found this idol and he don't have no vote. And the other 2 people don't know Mike have an idol. And Mike was like, hold up. Hold up. We talking a little bit too much right now. I love to see it. But Daniel was too much. And I guess since the green team didn't lose the immunity challenge, we didn't really get to see what they were really thinking. It seemed like Mike and Hai kind of mended the fence a little bit. We really don't know where this green team is until they have to go back to tribal council. So, but I thought Daniel was full of shit talking about we could talk about it tomorrow. I'm like, oh no, sir, we're gonna talk about this right now. We would have been talking on the ride home or the walk. Do they get a ride home or do they got to walk? It would suck if they have to walk. But let's see. Zuda, you said another good episode. Y'all still talking about Killer Cam. I don't understand this cast either. It's very strange. I know Survivor wants to do something different because, kind of like Big Brother, Survivor is kind of the same where, like, we have a cowboy, we have someone, is the word eccentric, kind of like, I don't want to say crazy, but, someone who's a little bit different thinking, I will say. They usually have stereotypes or cast types that they cast every season. And it seemed like they threw the whole formula out the window and said, we just gonna pick them. Let me tell you something, CBS, go back to the old formula. This shit right here is not working. Before tonight's episode, it was nobody, like, it's nobody I really care that wins. Like, I like Jonathan, but I think it's safe to say that Jonathan is not going to win. Jeff praises Jonathan every challenge. Oh, look at Jonathan on one another when he did this shit all by himself. He at the reward challenge talking about, well, what y'all think y'all could do better? Because they got Jonathan over here. What y'all gonna do? I'm like, damn, Jeff. Like, Jeff just praises Jonathan so much. One person called him, what they call him, Thor, Zeus. They called him something. And I'm like, he's clearly the first boot, the first merge boot. And if I was the Orange Tribe, I would vote his ass out before the first merge boot. I don't know. But, right, zoot out with me. They set him up because usually they have about a couple of muscle bound men. So at least they could be meat shields for each other. Like, once Jonathan is gone, there's nobody. What we supposed to look at? Roy, Mike, Omar. I know not Romeo. Like, who we scared of after Mike is gone? I guess we're gonna be scared of Drea. She looks the most in shape after Mike or Jonathan. Hey, Marlon. Zuda, you a mess. You said if Jeff could kiss Jonathan, I think he would. I think he would too. I think he go run up and jump in Jonathan's arms. He loves him. He loves him. And it is amazing what, like, I'm skipping all over the place, but y'all watch. The damn reward challenge wasn't nothing. The reward challenge really could have been an equalizer because it was undoing the rope. He's good at everything. He's good at puzzles. He's good at everything. The other teams didn't even have their balls, and the orange team had already won all that fish. Now, put it in the chat. Now, I'm going to come back and look at y'all comments, but I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. Oh, they call him Goliath, not Thor. Okay. Oh, 2 people said it. See, Jonathan is gone. But this is my question. They got that big-ass fish. Even if they all ate one fish each, one whole fish by themselves, that's still 6 fish left. They don't have no refrigerator out there. They ain't got no cooler of ice. Why they get them all that fish knowing it was going to go bad? What y'all think they did with it? You think they just stuffed themselves so it won't go bad? Or do you think they tried to preserve it? Maybe they could put it in the ocean and let it float in the ocean water. I don't know. I'm like, why they get them all this fish and they can't eat it? The fact that Mary Ann was behind the boat. Oh, okay, let's get into that. So we have the immunity challenge. 2 people got to pull the boat and 2 people got to sit in it. Mary Ann ass was just floating along for the ride. Jonathan, I mean, damn. What is he not good at? He was pulling that boat so fast. They had such a huge lead. And then Chanel and I believe it was Omar were on the puzzle. They were so good at the puzzle. It was amazing. It's like amazing to watch him single-handedly dominate these group challenges. Do you all think he could win out? I don't think he can, because there's some challenges that aren't beneficial to having a lot of weight, like when you have to hold yourself up on a perch or things like that. Like, I think those are for thinner people who don't weigh that much. So there's going to be a challenge that comes to his disadvantage when they merge, but I don't see the orange team losing to the merge. Oh, now that'll be good, Marlon. He definitely needs to go ahead and go over there to the challenge. The way he's beasting Survivor, he gonna be a problem if he get that challenge called. That would be good, Marlon. I would like to see it. Go ahead. He at home. Go ahead and work on the CBS challenge #2 and put his name down. Okay, what happened next? So I guess at some point at the immunity challenge, Jonathan was like, "We a tight team before." Marianne fixed her lips to say, "I can't believe he telling all our business that we so close." And I said, "Marianne, I know you're not talking when you were the one waving your advantage as soon as you got it. And you talking about keeping secrets. Now, has Marianne told anybody about her rabbit in the mailbox idol? Because she the only fool every tribal council talking about rabbits in the mailbox." I said, "Girl, take a page from Mike. If you don't hear nobody else talking, shut up. Shut up. But don't you dare look down on Jonathan when you're doing the exact same thing." What if they did a full season of buff people like the early outs because they are so strong? That would be cool. It was a season when I can't remember my memory bad. I have to go rewatch and remember. But it was a season when the individual tribes had that strategy of, let's just go ahead and vote their asses out now so we don't have to deal with them at the merge. So I've seen a season like that. I wouldn't like to see all buff people because Survivor isn't all about strength. And I don't know if it's just his edit, but Jonathan isn't really seen strategizing. But then again, the orange team really doesn't have to because they're winning everything. Like, one of their people got kicked off for their medication. And then they lost Mariah. How did they lose? I mean, I guess they're beatable because they went to tribal council one time. I don't know. But I feel like he'll be out because Survivor challengers cannot make it past episode 8. I mean, it's only 2 that really matters. Wait a minute. The hourglass and the 3 boxes, and one of them sends you home from season 41. The other one. Wait a minute. I forgot about that damn hourglass where they flip the hands of time. I don't want to see any more season 41 twists. I don't want to see no hourglass. I don't want to see that any mini miny bowl box that old boy had to pick from, and if he picked fire, that was his life. I don't want to see none of that. I'm very happy that nobody walked their ass up that mountain this episode. Me and Charles was talking about it. When they get to doing season 43, please, the shot in the dark, all this stuff, take it all away. Take it all away. Omar found it with her. So Omar knows about the bunny rabbits in the mailbox. Okay, well, I guess. Right, she needs to stop saying it until somebody else says it. And I guess because everybody in Twitter was in an uproar, I guess Tori finds the blue team's idol and it's about potatoes because she was in a clip saying it. I guess I ain't watched the super trailer that hard. So Marianne, don't say nothing else until you hear Tori talk about the potatoes. And I wonder if Mike finally hears everyone say it. Will he say it, or is he just gonna save his for the merge? Because that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I wouldn't say it, and I would let everybody else lose their vote. I don't know. I get a secondhand embarrassment from everyone just looking at her like, what the you know what? People probably don't notice it with Marianne because she's so out there anyway and full of energy and say dumb shit anyway. They probably just, I think if they hear Mike or Tori start talking about the butterflies and broccoli, then it'll catch on. But right now, they think Marianne is crazy anyway. Do you like the hidden in plain sight advantages that Xander missed last season? I like those. I like those where somebody has to sit out a challenge, and if they happen to look under their seat and find it, that's cute. I like when they put the immunity idol out there at the challenge, and you got to kind of steal it in front of everybody and see if you can get away with it. Those are cute. I don't like running up the mountain for this extra vote that is never used. I don't like the shot in the dark. If production ain't gonna just give somebody a safety card so we can at least be like, wow, it worked. Like, throw the shot in the dark in the trash. I don't like the change the hands of time hourglass. Like, if it wasn't for that damn hourglass, old girl would have never won last season. I don't like everything that plays with the game. Like, if you want to go back to the original Survivor, we didn't do all this. Let's just have a couple of immunity idols and that's it. You have to get your strategy game up, not all these twists. You didn't watch Survivor in 4 years. You don't even recognize what we're talking about. It is a completely different game. Would the big guy give Fessy a scare? Oh. Fessy who? Versus Jonathan. Fessy who? I believe Fessy's scared of CT. Fessy already scared of a lot of people, but Jonathan, Fessy ain't want to see none of Kale's last season. Fessy who? I don't think he want. Let me not get into Fessy. Honestly, they need to look back at the old seasons and they need to stop trying to do new. Right. If you're not going to go all the way overboard like Survivor Australia, then just go back to the old season. Because Survivor Australia has a million advantages and twists and turns, but it's entertaining and it keeps you on your toes. They ain't going up no damn mountain every week. It's entertaining over there on Australia. If we're not doing that, just go on back and hire 1 or 2 immunity idols and let these people get a strategy. But that's it. We still got to talk about the blue team who lost. Right, Fessy. Can Fessy not even come back on? Let's forget him. Forget him. Let's get into the who lost the damn challenge? The blue team. And they had the lead because Lydia couldn't even jump and get her key. When Lydia missed that key 2 times in a row, I said, Lydia, that's your ass. Now, they tried to save you last week, but that's your ass, girl. You can't even reach the damn key. Now, she is short. That ain't her fault. But they better be happy Lydia know how to put that damn puzzle together, whoever put that puzzle together, because Lydia was getting ready to go home. Bye. So, let's talk about the blue team and they mess. So the blue team loses. Here we go. Swati wants to work with Tori, and she wants Drea out because Drea has this extra vote. Swati is telling Tori, look, I like Roxroy, so go ahead and be friends with Roxroy. And Tori was like, I don't give a damn about Roxroy. I can't stand his ass. And I can't stand Roxroy's ass either. I can't stand that his name is Roxroy. Like, that shit is a tongue twister. But anyway. So Tori go make friendly with Roxroy. Like, I like you. I work with you. You know, it ain't nothing. But you know, Roxroy don't know how to talk to people. I can't stand the way he talks to people. Like, me and him, we would have been cussing each other out. Because he can't talk to me any kind of way the way he talked to them. But anyway, moving on, because he gonna tell them, I ain't trying to be in charge of the shelter. I ain't trying to tell y'all what to do. I just do it myself. But I'm only doing it myself because I know I'm doing it right. And I'm like, well, bitch, keep doing it yourself then. Since you're doing it right, go ahead. Work yourself to a frenzy. Tire yourself out. I save my strength. Like, I just don't like him. But anyway, so Tori trying to gain favor with Roxroy because he talking about, I'm so happy ain't no damn advantages out here. And she was like, oh, well, I guess you don't know nothing about Drea extra vote advantage that she got up the mountain the other day. Now, Drea got another advantage. She got that dumbass advantage where you got to share it until people get voted out. That ain't going to be interesting until the merge, if these people make it to the merge. Who got that dumbass share advantage? Drea? Old girl on the orange team with the blonde hair. Is it Romeo that has the other advantage? I don't forgot who even had that, but let's not even put our thinking caps on because it don't mean nothing right now. So Roxroy's like, oh, you spilling Drea's secrets. Let me go tell Drea that you told. So Roxroy go tell Drea, and they was like, oh, I knew I couldn't trust Tori ass. Let's get Tori out. And you know Roxroy don't like Tori. So hi. Thank you, Zudon, because Lord, I would have never remembered that. So hi, Drea. And I like hi. Hi, Drea. And old girl with the blonde hair, I forgot her name. They got the sharing advantage that I can't stand. But we'll get to that, I'm assuming, at the merge. So, everybody telling on everybody. Next thing we know, they come together, Romeo and Drea. Well, Swati done told me I'm her number one. And Romeo's like, well, damn, she just told me I was her number one. And, people could be lying, but production wanted us to know that they weren't lying to each other. And they showed us the clip. And I said, well, look at Swati ass. She doing what everybody do. She just doing too much when she should just be sitting back, being quiet. And next thing you know, here come Tori. And she talking about, well, shit, I'm Swati number one, too. I said, now, if Swati told Roxroy they number ones, I'm throwing my phone at the TV. I tweeted that last night. I said, because I'm over it. Everybody can't be your number one girl. So now don't nobody trust Swati. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with Swati going home because everybody can't be your number one. Now, Tori can't be trusted. But the thing that got me about the Blue Tribe, why didn't anybody start at the beginning? This all started because Drea wanted an all-girls alliance. And y'all talking about, oh, she's so cool with Romeo. She's so cool with Roxroy. Drea wanted an all-girls alliance. That's the beginning. And then she opened up her big mouth and was like, we could be an all-girls alliance because I got an extra vote too, so we got the numbers. I'm like, girl, you ain't have to say that, but whatever. And so that's when Swati was like, I don't want Drea having an advantage. Let's get out Drea. So that's how it snowballed. And I felt like if Swati was quick on her toes, she could have been like, wait a minute. But Drea didn't even want y'all to be in it. Drea wanted Roxroy out because she wanted an all-girls alliance. Like, I'm throwing everybody under the bus. Once I know my name out there, oh, Angie's spilling all the tea. I'm telling it all. You ain't gonna just vote me out. So at least if you vote me out, you know that she a snake too, and she got an advantage. Swati probably could have got Drea up out of there. Y'all think so? I think Swati could have got Drea up out of there if she would have went to Roxroy, which it seems like they were close because Roxroy did not vote for her, and been like, look, Drea wanted an all-girls alliance, and that's how we know she had an extra vote. She wanted you out. I think she could have pulled it off because Tori really didn't care about Drea either. But no. She just wanted to play her shot in the dark. After watching season 41 and 42, I would never play my shot in the dark. I will always use my vote and hope I can sway some other people into a majority, because nobody ever wins that shot in the damn dark. Now we get to tribal council. It wasn't too interesting. Swati was like, here go my shot in the dark, Jeff. It's not that I don't trust them. I don't trust Tori. You cannot trust Tori all you want. You don't trust them either, because Tori would have to persuade at least 2 other people to vote with her. And that was it for Survivor. Like, that was it. It wasn't too much, but it was cute. It was better than episode 1 and 2. But I'm going to be mad if they had an hourglass twist. But why would you tell that I have more power than you? I agree. Why is everybody telling their advantages? It's like Survivor 1 through 40 meant nothing. When did we start getting advantages and telling everybody? That started last season. I don't understand. Knowledge is power. And when you tell people what you have, they have power over you. Now, I just didn't happen to work out with Swati because she didn't play her cards right. But I don't understand the new players of Survivor that like to run and tell. I'm not even telling my alliance members. If ain't none of us up in jeopardy and the idol don't need to be used, you don't need to know I got it. Now, if I see you in danger, I'll be like, girl, don't worry about it. I got your back. I got the idol. You're not going to be mad at me for not telling you if I save you with it. Production needs to scrap that shot in the dark, because ain't nobody gonna win it. And tell me this. I sound like that TikTok. And tell me this. Okay, slow down on the Stella. Okay. But is each shot in the dark a 1 in 6 chance? Or like, say Swati was the 3rd person to use it. Is it now 50-50 because 2 other people have used it? Or is each one? Because to me, if each one is 1 in 6, that's not good odds. I'm thinking as it's used, the odds get better. That would make more sense to me. It's like, okay, 2 people don't use it. I might pull it this time. But if each chance I'm only 1 in 6, she would have did better trying to get 2 votes. Yeah, she could have got Drea, but Rox did hear Drea wanted him out and still ran. But yeah, Roxroy is hard. But it seemed like she could have at least got Roxroy, because Roxroy, hell, Swati could have lied. You know what? Because see, Roxroy hates Tori. If I was Swati, I would have been like, Tori, I would have lied and got Tori up out of there. But see, everybody want to be honest and all this shit and telling they stuff. I'm keeping it to myself too, Zuda. But that's it with Survivor. We're going to see what next week gives. Let's get into Big Brother. Lord, I was talking about Survivor way too long. Now, we usually been talking about our dream challenge cast and all these other topics with dealing with the challenge. I said, let's flip it back to Big Brother and have some Big Brother fun. Because we probably got into June, July before we can even get into the new season. But let's see. Yeah, I agree, Zuda. It should go down. It shouldn't be 1 in 6 each time. But it seems like it's nobody interested on this cast. Everybody's annoying. The only person I like is Jonathan. He's the only person I like, and he's not gonna win. It's sad having to root for somebody who you know not gonna win. Tori would have been all the way up underneath the bus. I would have said Tori was talking about your mama too. I would have said anything and everything about Tori. She would have been up out of there. Okay, but let's get into Big Brother. So we're just talking about our favorite Big Brother fantasy cast. Now, mind you, I know some of y'all gonna read me about my picks. That's why I got to give a disclaimer up front. When I watch Big Brother, I like drama and I like hot shit talking. I don't give a damn about people playing chess, coming up with the best strategy. That shit is boring. I like hot shit talking, people who gonna tell you how they feel about you and not give a damn. Be like, vote me out, I don't care. But at least you know. That's what I like. I guess that's because I like old school Big Brother a little bit better. My favorite season of Big Brother ever, ever, is Big Brother 10. With that had Memphis, Rennie, Dan, Keisha, Libra, Ali, April, Michelle, Jesse. I could watch that season of the Colonel. I could watch that season of Big Brother all day, every day, because that had the best hot shit talking ever. And I think that's why I am disappointed in Big Brother, because nobody plays like that anymore, and it's not entertaining to watch. Carly, I don't watch the live feeds because I don't have time. It's hard enough watching all these shows just to do the reviews. I don't have time to sit and watch people in, the experiment of the cameras of the house. Now, I do listen to live feed updates because I listen to it where I work. And then if you on Twitter, you really ain't got to watch the live feeds. They're going to upload the popping stuff on Twitter. And so whatever's popping during the week, I'm going to see the clip on Twitter anyway. So that's how I keep up with the live feeds. But let's get into my list. I know y'all going to read me. Some of these people might be controversial. I ain't trying to go into their Instagram history and see who said the N word and who did this and who did that. I'm just talking about what I like when I watch Big Brother. I don't follow these people, so I don't know anything else about them. So if you don't like them, tell me in the chat and put in the chat who you would put on your dream team of just people you want to watch to be entertained. I think I'm going to start with the men, then I'm going to get into the women. Let's see. Let's go in order. Up first, I have Howard. Now, just look at this picture. Why wouldn't you want to see him again on TV? He looks good. Howard really didn't do too much his season. Howard was on the racist season when they was telling people they can't see him in the dark because they too dark skinned and all that bullshit they was doing. They was flipping people beds up. So he was dealing with that bullshit. He really couldn't play the game. So I would love Howard to get a second chance to actually play and not have to deal with that. And then I just want to see him on TV again because he's cute. How about CBS call him up for the challenge? Because this is an old picture, but I saw a new one and he looks exactly the same. He looks exactly the same. Miguel, you say you like players that aren't afraid to shake up the house, but I also like entertaining players that will give me a good episode. I do too. Matter of fact, I think the best Big Brother is when we have a split house. And that was kind of season 10. The house was split, but people jump sides every week. But that's the best Big Brother, is when there's a division. I'm going after you, you going after me. It is what it is. But who's up next? I'm trying to go in order. I'm going to save my number one pick for later. Up next is Jose. I know Jose was out first. I really got to like Jose more when he did the challenge. But Miguel, if you like people that's going to flip the house, that was Jose. And he didn't care. He got caught up in trying to do too much too soon. And he had a returning player. I don't think it's fair. He probably could have flipped the house if it wasn't a returning player there that people really wanted to play with. which was shit. I forgot who it was. I think he was on the season that had Davon came back, Frank, Franzel, and James. That was the season he was on, and he wanted to get all the returning players out. If he was on a season without returning players, I think he could have been a leader of the house. But I like Jose. I want to give him another chance to be on my TV screen and give me some entertainment. He's definitely a hot shit talker, and he's definitely not going with the group. He wants to be the leader of the group. The one time I tried to watch live feeds, I was so annoyed because in the episode, the exact opposite of what happened. Right. It's hard. That's why it's better to just watch the live feeds, because CBS gonna only show you what they want to show you, and they are good with their edit button. They will edit a person to look a certain way, and they could be on complete bullshit on them live feeds. Zuda, you said it's Hannah, Tiffany, and Colin for you. Colin turned me off when he exited the house. I could have been a Colin fan, but that exit, From season 11, also want Russell. He brought almost all the drama. Yeah. You start watching Big Brother. Yeah, because Twitter, Big Brother, you have to damn near cancel all social media or you will be spoiled. And the people are very problematic. People gonna dig 10, 15 years ago to see what you was talking about in high school. I mean, but some people are assholes currently, and you get pissed and it changed your reflection on them. I agree with you, Carly. I agree. That's why I don't follow anybody. I just am entertained. Now, Zuda, you done said Paul, Jessica, Raven, and maybe Mark. You trolling me, right? You're trolling me. Not Raven. But I think I like Mark. I like Elena. I really don't dislike Paul. He just doesn't know jury management. But who's up next on my list? Up next, I have a fun-hearted person who I just like him. He's kind of how like I like Jonathan on Survivor. I know he's not gonna win, but I just like their personality. I really like Donnie. He was just so fresh and innocent with his take on the game. He was definitely being used until he got voted out. He was America's favorite player. I just really like him. And I think maybe if he had a second go around, he might understand the concept of the game better. I don't know. Michelle think you trolling us too, Zuda. I don't remember Jessica. Is Jessica the plus size girl? I did like Jessica in her two-piece swimming suits because I'm also a plus size girl that believe in rocking what you got and not putting on them ugly ass swim dresses. But that's just me and Jessica. You know, wear what you comfortable with. But but is that Jessica? Shit, I don't remember her name. You thought Donnie was bland. There were others you thought were worse. Donnie was bland, but that's what made him entertaining. Like, it was just an innocence. Like, he was doing the jokes because he was in America's favorite player. He was manipulated by Derek and I believe Frankie. But it's sometimes I relate to people's energy and I liked him. Oh, you was talking about Jessica, Cody's wife. I do like Jessica. I do follow Jessica on Instagram just because her family is so cute. And I like watching her put her pictures up. The big girl wasn't named Jessica too. But shit, I don't forgot. But I do like Jessica and Cody. But again, like I said, I don't care who they voted for, none of that shit. I like them. Okay, who's next? We talking about Donnie. I have Frankie Grande. I know people hate Frankie. They think he's team too much. But Angie is team too much. So I liked it. He's definitely gonna bring drama. we already know who your sister is, so he ain't got to whisper and keep no secret about his sister the whole season. But I like Frankie. I think he will entertain me, so he could be on my dream team. Up next, I don't think he will ever do it, but Swaggy is a person who I don't think, well, I think he did not get a fair chance. He was voted out, what, second, third? He was definitely manipulated by Tyler with Caitlyn and all that shit. I think Swaggy could have had a good strategy. And if he was in a cast and he made it maybe at least 5, 6 weeks, he can get a strong foothold in the game. He actually had a good foothold in the game. I really don't understand why they wanted him out. I don't want to say it was racist, but I didn't really think Swaggy did anything to be out. They said it had to do with Bailey and Tyler liked Bailey and all that shit. I don't know. That was the live feeder said. But I would like to see him play again. I know he's never going to do reality TV again. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't want the money. But he's a character that I would put him on my team. Now, my number one player, let me get in the comments real quick. Oh, you was thinking of Frankie too? You were saying, I like Frankie. Also, I would like to see Caitlyn and Brett, and I couldn't stand Brett, but his chaos was fun. Honestly, Brett and Winston, I couldn't even tell them apart if they was to stand in my face right now. I remember them, but I really don't. Caitlyn almost made my team, but just because she's so whimsical and easily manipulated, but she would get on my nerve again because Caitlyn had worked my nerve. So she didn't make my list of the females. But I want to see Swaggy to or the challenge without Bailey. That's the key. That's the key right there. Bailey and Swaggy can't do reality TV together. Now I know Bailey went on All Stars without Swaggy, but we see the brains of that alliance. No shade, Bailey. I love Bailey. But they ain't do too good in All Stars, but we're going to leave that season where it was. We're going to leave that season where it was, and we're going to blame it on the pregame alliance. Sorry for the shade, Bailey. But I agree. They can't do TV together because their mentality is different when they're together. Like, they care too much about each other, which you should with your husband and your wife. But when we get into gameplay, I don't care that y'all husband and wife. I want to see the game. So, yeah. Right. Bailey can stay home. Yeah. Play in your closet, girl, with them puppies. I do follow Bailey. I don't follow Swaggy. But I love them little puppies they have. There was Ika, Caitlyn Huge Beef in a different game. I didn't watch it, but I really don't watch Canada. I know who Ika is it Ika Wong? I know who she is, but somebody put a clip up on Twitter where she could choose $5,000 or shred everybody's letters from home. I had never seen that shit a day in my life until somebody put it up on Twitter. And I was like, oh, who was this? This is some good gameplay right here. You know, I love everything about it. She was shredding them letters, kicking them, rubbing them on her ass and shit. I said, oh, girl, this is the kind of gameplay I love. Forget them. Because it's like she was going home anyway. So, yeah, I'm taking $5,000. Y'all can talk to y'all family in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however much longer is left in the game. And it was like, girl, that's Ika Wong. And I was like, ooh, I ain't never watched this. So I do like her. I like that kind of stuff on my TV screen. Why wouldn't Swaggy return? Does he? Girl, Swaggy is rich. Rich. Like living in LA, living his best life rich. And you know, you got to be rich to do the thing in LA. I think him and Bailey moved to Texas recently. I ain't seen them posting on their Instagram in a while, but I think Swaggy is so into what he's doing with his investments and things like that. And they had their own camera crew that followed them around for their YouTube or whatever. Yeah, he's a day trader. He's a day trader. He makes money. money. So a little $500,000 ain't nothing to Swaggy. And when you have that kind of money, do you really want to put yourself out there when you don't need it? Maybe if they ever did a charity one, maybe they might do something like that. But they both kind of swore off reality TV after how they felt Bailey was treated on All Stars. I'm just going to blame it on the pregame alliance, but let's move on. Yeah, Caitlyn was the one who couldn't even put that 5-piece puzzle together. Mm-hmm. They got BB Canada on Amazon Prime, the Paramount Plus version. I might have to go back and watch that. I believe somebody said it was season 2. But that was so good to me. Yeah, he is the day trader. It's so good, Zuda, I gotta watch. I need a staycation where I can just stay in the house for a few days and just catch up on old shows. Because there's so many new shows, I don't ever have time to go back and watch. Yeah, I think they moved to Dallas. Yeah, they probably got a big ass mansion in Dallas because they was already living in a penthouse across the street from the Staples Center in LA. Not Senator, but Center. But a Lakers play. Y'all know. Okay, I need to watch BB Can. I'm gonna watch it. When they put it up on the Paramount Plus, I'll watch it. But if I gotta go to the black internet, whatever they call it, and do a link and hope that link work, I don't be having time. Go ahead and let the US and the Canada share the TV. Why we can't watch the same TV? I don't get it. But let's move on to my last player. I know everybody ain't gonna like my last player. Let me see if I can find him. His picture ain't even upload. Nope, his picture didn't even upload. I'm gonna have to show it from my phone for the suspense. Even my damn StreamYard didn't want him to be on the cast, y'all. StreamYard said, But of course, for the male side, this is my favorite Big Brother player. Like, I love fucking Evil Dick. I love his ass. That was some good TV when he played Big Brother. It amazed me how he would sit on the block. He would ask to sit on the block and say, put whoever you want on the block next to me and still get that person out the house. The girl who he ragged on, made fun of, bullied, whatever you want to call it, all season, that girl with the genius, whatever, she used to have them damn t-shirts getting on my damn nerve. She was HOH. And still, he manipulated her to not get sent home. He's a good player. Evil, whatever you want to call it, whatever he do in his personal life, I don't give a damn. He entertained me on Big Brother, and he's my favorite Big Brother player on the male side. Now, I know he never gonna come back on TV. I know he got some kind of medical condition where he got kicked off the last time and he can't play, but I would love to see him play again. He'd probably be the first boot, but that first week would be good. It would be good. It's been on Paramount Plus since February. I'm gonna watch it. You know, let me tell y'all a quick short story before I get on the female side. For whatever reason, I live in Memphis. Okay, in Memphis, you would think the airport would be booming because Memphis is a central area for all like FedEx and all the warehouses. Everybody do a lot of importing and exporting out of Memphis because it's like central in the United States. But no, the airport sucks. Everywhere in Memphis, if you're flying out of Memphis, you got to go somewhere else before you get to your location. You got to lay over wherever you go. And the ticket's high as hell, but you could pay them on Afterpay now. You know, you can go anywhere with Afterpay. But anyway, my husband was like, I don't want to lay over. I want a direct flight. So we got to drive 3 hours to Nashville so we can have a direct flight to, where the hell are we going? Vegas. So that's what I'm going to do in the car tomorrow. I'm going to catch up on like, what y'all say, season 2 of Big Brother Canada and all that, because I got this long ass car ride. Then we got to be at the airport 2 hours early. So I got time to catch up on a couple of episodes. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Evil was great. Yeah, I like Evil Dig. You like All My Male Pigs. Barely remembered how Howie, but he can come back. I remember Howie. No. Mm-mm. I like hot shit talking or people who read to my energy. Like Donnie. Donnie is not a hot shit talker, I know, but I like him. Howard really isn't a hot shit talker, but I want to give him another chance. But all the other men I love, and I think they're gonna give me, um, good TV. Let's get into the women because my ass is talking too much again. Let's start at the bottom of my list. Just for the shits and giggles, I like Liz and Julia. I like that season. I know they weren't the first, but I don't remember the first season when they played with twins. I liked how they had the girls coming in and out the house trying to play each other, and then they revealed, oh, we twins, and both of them got to come in the game. I would like some shenanigans like that on my season of Big Brother. So I guess you couldn't do Liz and Julia because people already know they twins. Maybe we can get some new twins and do the same thing. I don't know. But I liked the stunt of switching the twins in and out the house. So I like Liz and Julia. One of them came in second place, didn't they? I thought they did. Up next, you're not gonna like my female pics. I'm sorry, Michelle. Okay, I rubbed you the wrong way with Liz and Julia. Okay. Okay. Let's keep watching the list. Up next, and mind you, just the bottom. I'm working my way up. I like Big Meech. Now, one, I like her because she had a nerve to call herself Big Meech. Because the only Big Meech I know is the one Jeezy be rapping about. Does she call herself Big Meech or just Meech? I don't know. But I like her. I really liked her season. She was on the season with Polly when Davon came back. Was Jose on that season? I forget. But I like Big Meech just because she calls herself that. She's funny. She's entertaining. She did start crying when she was getting ready to go home. But girl, stop it. I hope she get her emotions together. But I like Big Meech. Y'all like Big Meech? Or is it just Meech? Oh, I don't remember. But up next, of course, my girl Tiffany got to come back. She's the strategist of the house. She gonna look at everybody in here, and she gonna figure out another strategy like she did for the cookout. Now I know I'm black, and my cast ain't as diverse as I probably should have had it, but she got a couple of black people to work with. But girl, you can't do the cookout every season. You got to work with what you got. And I really like her. I really can't wait to see what she does on the Challenge CBS. If Twitter, the hints they put out on Twitter are true, it ain't looking good for the cookout. But I ain't gonna spoil it. Up next, I gotta have y'all floaters getting y'all fucking life vests. I gotta have Rachel Riley. I miss the people that went after the floaters. I miss the people that's like, you just not gonna get second place and get $50,000 and you not doing nothing. Y'all can go home. Y'all ain't winning no HOHs. Y'all ain't winning no vetoes. Y'all not gathering no votes. Get y'all fucking life vests and get on the block. And let's see who can make it. I love me some Rachel Riley. I love her commentary about the show. Does she have a YouTube channel? I think she would really be great. I like listening to her. I know sometimes she would go over on Rob and his podcast with her husband and talk. Like Brennan can stay in his science lab. But I like Rachel. I really do. And she got really cute little kids. Really cute family. But, you said Big Meat, you can't. You said Libra, Tiffany, Rachel, Brittany, Hannah, and Lydia. I almost had Brittany on my list. Almost. But she ain't make it. And you said Helen, I guess Helen. I mean, they did push her ass off of that wall. We saw that push. She could deserve a second shot. Yes, Rachel and Franzel had a huge beef on The Amazing Race. I remember. I can't stand Franzel. But let's see. Up next, second to the top, number 2, I had to put my girl. Where her picture at? She ain't make it. Lord, she ain't make it. StreamYard is funny acting, y'all. Because on my phone, the pictures upload, but when I flip it over to my laptop, or what am I working on? This damn iPad, they don't be there. But at number 2, I got my girl Davon. Now I know Davon, she ain't gonna give me no strategy worth a damn, but she gonna give me some good TV. She gonna give me some good reads. Maybe not, because Davon too stuck on being the angry black woman. Girl, be angry. Somebody piss you off, cuss their ass out. She be too stuck on that for me. Everybody else telling you about yourself, tell them about themselves too, girl, and move on. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I'm not gonna be mad. But Davon entertains me. You know Davon getting ready to be on. It come on tonight, y'all. Is it on right now? X on the Beach. Davon getting ready to be on X on the Beach. And I saw the little clip she crying because she had no exciting sexual experiences. Girl, you young. If you want to fuck in the park, go fuck in the park. If you want to do some nasty stuff on the merry-go-round, go do it, girl. That's you. If you get caught, that's on you. But don't be crying because you ain't did no freaky stuff. Go be a freak. Not everybody meant to be a freak. Some people like regular sex. Like now in my 40s, I like some good old regular sex. I'm talking too much. Telling too much of my business. But Davon, don't be on this TV screen crying about bullshit. And I want to see who her ex is. And then her math wasn't right. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review X on the Beach. Because her math wasn't right. She's like, I've been with this man for 9 years of my life. That's almost a decade. I gave him so much. She was like, I was with him from I was 19 to when I was 27. And I said, hold up. One thing I know how to do is count. As an accountant, I said 19 to 27 is nobody 9 years, but okay, Davon. Okay. But let's move on. Last and definitely not least, my number 1 pick for my dream cast is my girl, my season 10 favorite player. Her ass ain't win shit. Well, she did win a little something, but I love fucking Rennie. Oh, Rennie got that whole cast together any moment, any time. And this had to be back when they could have wine, as much wine as they wanted, because Rennie always had a wine glass in her hand. She used to cuss out the Colonel. She used to cuss out Dan, Memphis. She told Michelle, I don't give a damn if you are the HOH. I'm going to say what the hell I have to say. And that's what I like. Too many people be scared of the HOH. Like, you can't say nothing because I'm HOH. Girl, I don't damn you HOH. You ain't going to be HOH next week. So, you HOH this week. What about next week? I loved Rennie. Rennie is the queen of the hot shit talkers. And that's when I start loving the hot shit talkers. And I like Michelle too. Like they voted Jesse out. She was like, get scared because one of y'all getting on the block. Y'all done voted Jesse out. I love season 10. Maybe I might do a season 10 rewatch. That would be fun. You love Rennie too? I love fucking Rennie. I love her. And I saw a current picture of her on Instagram. She still look good. And I ain't mean to say still, but you know, she was one of the older contestants. But she looks good. Is she young enough to come back and still talk some hot shit? That'd be nice. You love Rachel. Nicole, your brown is watching. Remember that. Somebody told Nicole her brand was laying up in bed with different men. I remember that too. She was a queen. She did. I think she won an HOH. If she didn't win that wall challenge, she came in second. Like Rennie was really good, and I just loved her. I really, really do. Zuda, are you not watching X on the Beach season 5? It is a foreign concept. Like by now, X on the Beach, you know your ex is getting ready to wash up out of that water. You should not be surprised. I just want to see Davon. Now I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with X on the Beach, but as long as Davon is on there, because you can get voted off X on the Beach too. Am I correct? Yeah, because so many people keep coming up out the water. People gotta go home. As long as Davon is on X on the Beach, I'm gonna watch it and see what she give. But we shall see. But you all, I've talked for an hour and 16 minutes. I've had a lot of fun. If this was a Friday night, I would keep pouring this Stella Rose and keep talking. But I gotta go put my out of office on my email. I gotta go do a couple of things that I just don't want to wait till Wednesday. And then I gotta go pack. Do you all wait till the night before y'all trip to pack, or do you all pack like my husband a whole week in advance? His bag been sitting downstairs. I guess it's just me. Oh well, at least I folded my clothes. At least I did that. I don't know. But you all, I will see you all next week. I have a good topic for next week's Stella. I want to get into we're gonna take it back to the challenge just because we love the challenge the best. We really do. We might do this for all of the shows. We're going to start with the challenge. We're going to do our top 5 overrated players, which like they get all the hype, but they ain't really all that. And then we're going to do our top 5 underrated players. We're going to do that for the challenge, Big Brother, and Survivor. I was thinking about it for the challenge because I was like, it's some people that I think are very overrated and I want to discuss it. So that's going to be the topic next Friday. The 5 most overrated and underrated players of the challenge. So go ahead and get your homework done and get it in there. And you know, we're going to go over Survivor and the news and gossip and stuff like that too. So we're going to have a good time next week. Thank you all so much for wishing me safe travels. I appreciate it. I might do a little story time if something fun happened in Vegas. I don't know. Somebody told me what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas, so I can't tell. But we'll see. Y'all have a good night. Like this video. If you're on the rewatch, get in the comments. Let me know what you thought. And Miguel, you said you already got your 5. You ain't even got to do it. Miguel don't even need to do any research. Okay, I'm ready for next week. And like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one. Good night. Bye.